Hey guys, so before we get into this very late episode of the podcast, I just need to explain a glaring audio issue to you there's no way you're not going to notice it, so I might as well give you an explanation for it. So this week we have Gally on the podcast, and he records through something that I think it was a tablet or something that isn't his computer, because I'm not sure he has one. That means he didn't have Audacity, which means to make up for that, we had to record using a Skype call recorder, which we thought was going to be fine, and mostly was fine, except for the fact that pretty much instead of being a Skype audio recorder and that's it recorded all of the audio coming from my computer, because I was the one using the Skype call recorder. So that meant when I was listening to music while we were talking about it, just because to refresh my memory about what certain bits of the song sound like, I would just skip through the song and listen to it in little small parts. The recording picked that up. So that means randomly while we're listening through the podcast, you're just going to hear random bursts of Turmoil or Starship or whatever the tracks of the week are when we talk about that. You're just going to have to deal with listening to that every so often. And it's really random because I'm skipping through and sporadic, and it's not consistent because I'm just trying to quickly listen through. So I guess you could call it a bit of a behind-the-scenes look, but that wasn't supposed to happen. We had no idea what that was going to happen. And when we go back to recording without call recorders, I promise that will not happen again. But hopefully you can look past it and enjoy this episode of the podcast nonetheless.
Okay, fuck off. Step up now. Just see what is what you fucking
Hello, everybody. Welcome to This Week in Monstercat. This is the podcast where me, your host Mika, and a bunch of my friends, we talk
Bump
about
tables.
what has happened.
We bump tables, that's what we do.
We bump
Yeah, we
tables.
bump
That's what we do.
tables.
What we do is we talk about what's happened this week in Monstercat, and we've had a bit of a interesting episode this week because you listeners, you won't understand because you weren't here, but for the last, fucking how long? Like an hour, right? We've been trying to set up this podcast. Originally, we were going to have 4 people on. Now we have 3. We were going to do all the stuff. We had everything set up, but it just wasn't working, all this, that, and the other. So that was annoying. But we're finally here, and we have with us this week, we have Peter Paranormal. What's up, my boy?
Yeah, bumping tables.
Bumping tables. Yeah.
Since
We had a bit of a...
1999, boy.
Yeah, at the end of an episode, you're probably going to hear a couple of outtakes of just us trying to start this episode, but it just not working.
We're
The other
recording
person...
through some unconventional means this episode.
Yeah, it's not
this
quite as
is-
normal this week.
This isn't Discord. We're going through Skype and we're using a call recorder, which hopefully
Very
doesn't
special.
cut out in the middle of recording, because if it does,
Yeah.
we're all gonna cry.
So
That'll
that's
be in
why
the
the
outtakes
audio
as well.
quality-
Us crying will be in the outtakes if it doesn't work.
Correct.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that's why the audio quality won't be as good. The other guest we have on today is our first commenter that's come on the show. It is Mr. Galley75. What's up, my boy?
Yay!
I think we're just going to call him Galley, but that's not how you meant to introduce yourself. Tell us, what's your deal? Why are you here? What's your thing?
Well, mostly I just started commenting on your videos. I just been here. I just got the 001 review recommended to me back in August, and I just watched from there. And I decided I wanted to come on at one point, and then, well, here I am.
yeah,
A lot of
Only
my
took, like,
favorite
9
songs on Monstercat are The Phoenix by Resonate, there's Dichotomy by Haywire, Lark by Direct, really good one. Yeah.
you've just
yeah.
listed some pretty fucking great tracks. I'll tell you what's more important than what you love. What do you hate?
I hate very generic trap like Nights in Bangalore Part 2.
It's alright.
Freaking what else do I hate?
Inside
on
Out?
Monstercat?
Best
High
song.
Roller, I actually really like Inside Out.
Fuck
High
you.
Roller's garbage.
High Roller's awful.
High Rollers
Actually awful.
gross. But that's like an actual trap song, not a hybrid trap song like every other fucking song on the label. It's gross. Terrible.
Yeah, horrible.
But, so, this week, what do we got going
Remixes
on?
are pretty great.
We have introduced everyone on the podcast. I feel like I'm out of my sync. It's been a while since I've hosted. I'm not really sure what's going on. But
Yeah.
what I do know is happening is we've got a couple tracks we've got to talk about, as well as, news, all that other stuff. We'll get there. This might be a bit of a quicker episode, though, because, fuck, What do I call you again? It's very confusing because
Yes.
Galley.
Yes.
All right, Galley. That's
Galley.
Galley.
There
Correct.
you
All right,
go.
we've got a couple
That sends the
songs we've got to
point
talk
home.
about this week. We have Turmoil by Slips and Slurs and Holly. We got Starships by Grant, and we got Watch Out by Bassnecter.
Dirtyphonics and Bassnecter.
Necker. Jeez, all right. Featuring the Ragga twins, right? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So why don't we just kick it off with the first track that came out this week? We got Turmoil by Slips and Slurs and Holly.
Yes.
Why don't we
Back on
get
track.
special guest, first time on the podcast, tell us, you just said you don't like generic trap. How does this fare on that scale? How do you like it?
Meow.
All right, yeah. Sick reference. We'll have to link that in the description or else people won't understand.
Yeah.
Yep, all right, just go to the description if you want to know what that's all about. Moving on, how do you feel about it, man?
Turmoil, pretty great song. I mean, I kind of like Slips and Slurs' dubstep a little bit more. Sorry, but I like his trap pretty much equally, though. I'm glad he... It's a pretty good song. Probably his worst trap, however, to me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah?
probably true. I'd probably agree with that. It's not the same as his old stuff. Definitely can't. Definitely gotta say that.
Nah.
It does fall more into the dubstep sound design area, I'd say.
Yeah, compared to things like Vissimus and
Yeah.
fucking Divided and all that stuff, which is completely different. But to be honest, I don't think he's going back there by this point. I think he's moved past that. Which, you know, it's a
yeah.
shame,
Yeah.
but, you know, at least as long as we can move on and accept that tracks like this are still fucking great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. But, so yeah, what's your favorite bit of it? Of all the, you know, different parts that the track has, you know? Shit, I didn't specify
My
who I
favorite
was
bit is
talking
probably
to,
the
did I?
intro.
That never helps.
Nope.
Yeah. So you reckon the intro?
Yeah, probably like the first little part of the intro.
Yeah, like what? When
I
the
don't
vocal
remember-
folks, like just come in.
Yeah. That part's great.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I don't... The second drop isn't good to me. I don't like it.
Yeah,
That's kitchen
which
step.
is that
Boom, 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 boom,
The kitchen step part.
Very loud and annoying.
Yeah,
I'll leave
I
it
agree.
there.
yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I reckon it's a pretty fucking sick track. It's
Yes.
got the you know the darkness, all the brass, all that stuff. It's very cool. It like some of the melodies are like very generic trap. Like
Very.
if like all the little like dingy melodies in the not drop segments, they're very generic. But they're
Generic
pretty cool.
trap. Generic trap done well. I've noticed is something I really like. 'Cause
Yeah.
Generic trap that sounds like every other generic trap. That's bad. But shit like this or
Very.
Pump It Up by Savoy. That song's pretty
Yeah.
damn generic. But if it's done
Oh,
really
yeah.
well, I can easily look past and be like, no, this is still good anyway.
Definitely.
And that's definitely the case for this song.
Yeah. Even if I'm pretty sure we can all agree that the you know the last drop of the song, the very kitchen steppy one, is pretty shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty gross.
Worst kitchen step on the label.
Yeah,
That's 'cause
probably.
The rest of it's made by Rogue, and Rogue's great.
Yeah.
you know.
Correct.
Ah.
Oh,
Is it-
really? We're gonna contest
I
the
feel like
Rogues?
there
I
was-
mean, I don't like Rattlesnake that much. That was more just a joke than anything else. But you know.
I feel like there was another artist that made kitchen step at one point. I can't remember who it was.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's a very popular genre, you know.
Yeah.
They said they were bringing.
For whatever
They
reason.
said they were bringing hardstyle back.
I
No,
saw
no,
this,
no, no. We're bringing.
I saw
kitchen
this like,
step back.
you know how people do like gun syncs of songs?
Yes,
Someone
I've
did
seen
Rattlesnake,
those.
but with like pots and pans. He legit did like him smacking pots and pans together and edited it to sound like Rattlesnake, and it was
That's
great.
So good.
Yeah. But yeah, I reckon the best part of the song, my favorite part for sure, is the middle bit that's almost like future bass, with like got all the brass and the future bassy sort of
It's-
basses going on in the
It's
background.
definitely the most slips and slursy bit of the whole song.
Yeah.
I don't
Massive
remember that part.
Flashbacks to his older stuff, like
Yeah.
like
Vissimus.
Vissimus or stuff like that, and in the best way possible. That's
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
this is what I like, this is what I love Slips and Slurs for. It's like, even though, you know, future bassy sounds are often, you know, associated with happy and, you know, upbeat, he uses them in such an awesome dramatic way.
Oh, yeah.
Which very
It's one of the
few other people
darkest
do,
future bassy things I've ever heard.
which is good.
It's like,
For sure.
Yeah, it's very, very, very cool. And yeah, all the vocal chops are very cool. The vocal chops have a cool sort of irony to it, this being his first Traps release in a while, sort of back at it, you know. But
Do you think that's
I never
actually
thought of that.
intentional?
Sorry.
Do you think that's intentional?
Yeah, definitely, of course.
What do you mean, of course? It's just a
Well, I
vocal. It's just a vocal.
I never
chop.
even thought about that.
That was
it
like-
could be intentional, but not of course.
Like
He
that
could've
was
just used a vocal chop that he thought was cool.
to me. That's like the most. I'm so certain that sort of.
I just think
'cause
you're
the first
reading
time-
too deep into it.
This is not. I'm not even reading deep into it at all. This is like the most friggin' like this vocal drop is like the complete forefront of this song. Like the first time I heard it, I was like, I didn't even think about it. It was like, all right, well that's obviously what he's trying to do, and maybe he's not. But from my position anyway, it seems like he's referencing that. Yes, he's back. He's doing.
I'm not saying he
he's doing
couldn't be.
crap.
I'm just think that like how certain you are about it is a bit like.
Oh, I'm 100% certain.
Yeah,
But
exactly. I think that's a bit silly because you have no way of knowing.
yeah, I have no way of knowing. But from my position, it seems like he is. And if that is the case, that's very cool. And if it isn't, I'm still gonna take it like that is, and it's still very cool.
That might be the case, actually. Yeah.
Ask him on Twitter.
I'm pretty. It would make a lot of sense.
It would
But,
make a lot of sense. I'm not trying to deny that.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
well-
you know, it's not obvious, especially if it's not. That would, hey, go away, dog. Sorry, there's a dog that's being a dog.
Alright, well, it's. Alright, Pete. I mean, have you told us how you feel about it?
No, you haven't asked me.
Well, I'll ask you.
Rest in peace, Pete. He was forgotten.
No,
How do you
it's
feel
not-
about
it's not
Turmoil?
rest-
Listen,
It's not
hold on.
rest in peace, Pete. It's rest in Pete. That's how you do it. It's R.I.P.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, Pete.
So.
I was
this-
thinking about saying that.
Dude, always, forever and always. If you think of it, everyone thinks of it, you say it. But anyway, this song is very much a song of two halves for me. I mean, I know most people disagree, and I understand why. But I think the vocal chop, the really vocal chop driven bits, that's like the first and the third drop, and then the bits with the other sounds like the kitchen step and the other thing, the second and the fourth, which it doesn't really matter which way you think about it, but just as long as you can distinguish that. From me saying that makes it easy for me to
So,
say.
do you consider the future bass bit
Yes,
the third drop?
yes.
But does the future bass bit even have vocal chops in it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's weird how that works.
Yes, it's filled with vocal chops. It's like the same as the first bit. It's absolutely filled
Is
with
it?
them. Yeah.
I don't remember that part.
But,
Oh, yeah, yes. Alright, yeah.
But from the way I've described it there, I really like the odd number drops, not the even number ones. The vocal chop ones, I think they're fucking awesome. And even if I don't like the other stuff, completely worth listening to the song for. But the other ones, I'm like, the second one isn't terrible. The second one's is pretty decent, and it's got some good bits to it. But the last one especially, I'm just like,
Pretty gross.
yeah, it's pretty great. It's not even the fact that the sounds themselves are bad. It just doesn't fit in. It just doesn't naturally fit in. Those sounds inherently aren't a bad thing, but if they were used to better effect, then I think they could
I like it
work.
for the whole originality standpoint, where it's like you don't expect that.
Yeah.
You don't expect that to come out. It's cool, but I agree.
Yeah.
It's
But-
the worst part of the song.
Yeah, but as I've said before, and it's definitely the case here, just because it's original doesn't make it good. You know, but maybe
No,
the reason
not
it hasn't
necessarily.
been done before is because it's not a good idea. But yeah,
Nothing is original.
that too also is pretty much
Everything
Yeah.
devolves off one another.
yeah.
I learned that.
Especially considering how far down human history we are, there's no unique ideas anymore. But let's not turn this into a philosophical discussion, because this song is great.
Yeah,
and
I just thought about saying that.
it's part of what makes this week a great week. So that's,
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah. To wrap up, it's one of my favorite Slurs. It's probably my favorite recent Slurs release. Just that middle drop, it's so good. It's the best thing he's done since Vicimus. And
For sure.
oh my lord, I love. Oh, and Divided VIP was amazing too. But
I like.
yeah.
I
never-
like that the album
I mean-
art's taking off of Haunted. It's got like the smoky heads.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Smoky heads,
The actual
I
like video
that.
on the background video on YouTube's very
trippy.
cool.
This trip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is. It's
Very
awesome.
nice.
Yeah, so you guys want to wrap up thoughts on this?
It's great.
Slips and slurs, vapes. Kidding.
Yeah.
he actually had a Twitter post where he confirmed. He
Yeah.
said, just for the record, I don't vape, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think we're ready to move on to the next one. So take us away.
Yeah.
Mika.
Just
Starship.
pretty sure we can all agree it's a pretty solid song.
Hell
Starship by Grant is, Grant's new release.
No way.
And I think
Really?
Pete, to me, from
No.
what I've heard, has the most interesting opinion on this track. Why don't you start us off,
Oh
Pete?
wow,
Do
a
I?
Hellberg House song.
What?
Yeah, tell us. What's your
Uh,
opinion on Starship?
That it's fucking great, and that's how I feel about
Yes.
any Grant song. But like
Correct.
every Grant song that has ever come out ever, I never like it. On the
Even
first
Millennium.
listen. Every single Grant song and Grant Bowtie song that has ever come out, I never like it the first time I hear it. I hear it and I'm like, oh, it's not as good as what I was expecting. It's not as good as the last one. But then I give it a few more listens. I listen to it a few more times. Oh wait, this is fucking great. And I still
That was me
haven't
with
learned.
Constellations.
I still
Yeah,
haven't
me too.
learned. I keep I always forget that happens, and I'm like, oh, I'm disappointed, and then I start liking it. I'm like, oh yeah, this always fucking happens. That's exactly what happened here. It's definitely my least favorite song of Grant as Grant, but that doesn't mean it's not fucking great. That's not saying anything, because everything Grant's made is awesome, and so is this song.
Yeah. Any
This is the
standout
best
parts of
thing
it for you?
that Grant slash
After the first drop is awesome. Like, everything when the song calms down, like, a lot, is really nice.
Yeah.
I really like, I like everything that's not the drops more than the actual drops, to be honest. Not to say they're not good, because they're really good, but things like that really long, drawn-out melody as well, in the intro,
Yes.
is probably the most
that-
emotional part of the song for me. And
I
then
love
the
it. It always
midsection-
makes me think of Christmas, that melody. For whatever it
Oh,
always
yeah,
makes me think of
same.
a Christmas song. Yeah. I think it's because it sounds similar to a melody that's in, I think, the Polar Express, that movie, and I associate that movie with Christmas. So, yeah. It's great.
But everything about this, the only thing about this song that I don't love is the second drop. But everything else is awesome.
Yeah. In my opinion, this is the best song he's ever made over both aliases.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
That's high praise. Well, do you like Grant's other stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure. I like every single one of his songs. Even his stuff Non-Monstercat, like he used to make Complextro.
Yeah, he made a lot
Yep.
of stuff before Monstercat.
Huh. Was it
Yeah,
good?
there's
Yeah, a
Millennium,
lot of
there's
it's quite
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Different though, very different.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what's your favorite bit? Or what does it make this song so great for you?
Well, I don't know, just everything about it. I just the fact that it was previewed for like a month almost.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly,
Yeah.
it was like, yeah.
I
I like this song a lot though. I just like everything about the song. I don't know why. The art is just great though.
yeah, it's nice. Reminds me a bit of By Design. Yeah.
Oh yeah, same. Yeah, I thought about that.
But for a period I was thinking, this is my favorite Grant song. Probably my favorite Grant Bowtie song in turn. But that might still be the case. But I'll have to go back and listen to Wake Up and Constellations to really make that decision. But it's so good. Considering how much, the listeners, if they listen, will know how much I loved Wake Up and how great Constellations was. That's really high praise. The song's it's amazing. That melody I said reminded me of Christmas. Very similar to Peter's. It's emotional. It's really nice. It's what that sort of shit's what makes Future Bass great. When it's not just trying to be, we're gonna be happy and make you happy. We're gonna have a bit more interesting of a sort of emotion behind this. And this song does that great. And the build up of the song is so cool. Has these like little, like a very, very minimal sort of version of the drop with just like these little pluck sounds that build up, and it's so cool. And then the drop sort of evolves on that and makes that a full thing. It's really, really cool. The drop has that really good drive to it that something like Tunnel Vision has, where the sounds just they work and they go forward sort of in a way that almost reminds me of like a really good Complextro or Glitch Hop song where they just have that drive behind them, where they really feel they feel really impactful. Sort of always makes, when I think of songs like that, it always makes me think of like a really, really good Stonebank song, something like that. And when Future Bass can grab that as well as a song like this, or what was it called, Tunnel Vision, then I love that shit. And yeah, this song's, it's just, it's amazing. it's like everything Grant's ever done in this alias, and is like most of everything he's done under Grant Bowtie. It's just really, really good. It's some of the best future bass on the label.
What do you
And
mean
that-
most?
Reach was good, but not that amazing. Clockwork, excluding the intro, wasn't that incredible, but everything
Yeah.
else
I
he's done is
agree.
pretty fucking awesome.
But yeah,
Um,
I feel like it'll be very difficult for him to beat Wake Up and Cloud9 are the two songs that are like,
Correct. Yeah,
I'm not sure. It just for
they're like
me,
some of your
that's-
favorite songs of all time, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. So, but he doesn't need to. That's the thing. I've come to accept. Not every song needs to be a Wake Up, or not every song needs to be a Cloud9, and that's kind of
Yeah.
how I feel about this song. I think it's awesome,
Yeah.
and I love it. And the fact that I can look past the fact that it's not as good as his best, you just got to accept.
Well,
that.
it's just so great that he can constantly come out with new sounds and new concepts and new interesting things to each song. Because like you play any of his songs under Grant, they all sound very different, but they
Yeah.
also all sound, you know, they're all great in a similar way. Same with Grant Bowtie,
Yeah.
and it's just it's really good. Sorry, I
I'm
interrupted you.
glad
What
that
were you
he's
saying?
sticking around.
Yeah, definitely.
For
But yeah, I
sure.
was worried he was gonna leave, but then he came back as Grant, and everything just got a bit better. But as much as I agree that the second drop of the song isn't as good as the rest of it, I didn't like it at first. It was sort of like the second drop of New Sky by San Holo. It took me a little while to get used to because it was so sort of like offbeat to the first one. But now that I've listened to it lots, just as with New Sky, I really, really like that it's there, but just for the sake of being different and being interesting. And like the last drop of the
I
song was
love
just-
this guy, except for the
Oh,
third
it's
drop.
so good. Oh, the last drop's the best part. No, it has this like really smooth, watery type sound in that last drop, and paired with that amazing build up and the vocal chop at the end of the build up, it's just all amazing. One of the just incredible song. Yeah, that's all I got to say. You guys want to wrap up?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's like my least favorite Grant song, but that's not really saying anything. That's far from an insult. That could not be further from
Yeah.
an insult because it's Grant
Yeah.
and Grant's awesome. But yeah, it's great. I'm glad. It's
Yes.
just something else to add to the great week.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, so that brings us to the last track we're going to talk about this week. Yeah, I know Pete's excited for this. Watch Out by Dirtyphonics and Bassnecter. And I'll start off with that about it. To say that this is my least favorite song of the week really speaks to how fucking good everything else this week was, because this song is awesome. If Pete made this comparison, and I agree. If you guys have ever listened to those guys, the Trickers, they did. What were their best songs again, Pete? The
Bone Crusher.
yeah,
is
Bone
probably
Crusher,
the
that
one
sort of
this is
stuff.
most similar to.
This has that definite sound to it, whether it's through the sort of like rap style stuff, which the Trickers always do, or just a really, really cool, fast-paced, awesome drop. It's got that. It's drum set, but for some reason the song it gives me a serious trap vibe, even though it's not trap.
Except for the
just
DMV
sort of-
part, of course.
Except for the DMV part, yeah. But
That would be strange.
I actually thought this was trap at first.
yeah, it's just like the drop's very fast, and it's like scaling up and down, and it's very, very good sound design. The first drop, it's awesome. All the little vocal chops
Yeah.
and like the reggae sounding stuff
I
from the
should
Ragga
find
tracks.
those bad and annoying, but I really like them. It works really well in the context of the song.
The Ragga twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, often like when they
I
go
never-
through, often when EDM goes for like a reggae vibe, like with that, what was that song Skrillex Make It Bundem? After that
Yeah.
came out and got really popular, like so many songs went for that. Often it doesn't work that well, but here came out really good. And then, I mean, it's a drum step song, and the reason I love drum step is because often DMB is in drum step.
Dude,
And so
when I listened to this song,
Yeah.
because on the preview on the podcast, it was just like the intro and the first drop. I was thinking like the only way this song could be better is if it had like a DMB second drop,
yep,
and then it did.
And-
It was like,
that's exactly what it has. It just like speeds the fuck up
Yeah, the
and
speed is
puts in
so
some DMB, and it's amazing. The last drop of the song is so amazing. It's I mean, you there are issues with it, like the build-ups aren't that great and that, but that's just nitpicking at this point because the song is just badass. It's awesome. The vocals are really cool.
easily
Everything about it's just
easily
sick.
the heaviest song we've had this album. I'd
Oh,
say.
You reckon?
Except maybe Bandit. But apart from that,
Mm,
the Barely Alive remix is there as well, but I'm not sure if that's actually going to be on the album.
That's not on the album, yeah.
So yeah,
Well, I debate that Slips and Slurs was the heaviest, but
I disagree.
well, I mean, when you have a friggin' ridiculous kitchen step drop, that's
yeah, I don't think Slips and Slurs Turmoil was the heaviest one.
Yeah, definitely not.
No.
Right. Well, that's how I feel about it. I just reckon it's a really awesome song. It's my least favorite of the week, but that doesn't mean anything because it's still fucking great. How do you guys feel about it?
I love it.
So,
It's so
yeah.
good.
it's so good. Who wants to start?
The artists, the name of these artists, I'd never really heard of them before, and the idea of the Ragga twins who I'd heard before, fuck, I was so worried. I was like, oh no, this is gonna be like
Same.
when some random new artists come on and drop this heavy track that is not tasteful at all and has no. I just thought maybe it'll be shitty trap or bro step or something like that. But oh, I'm so happy. It is maybe the fact that my expectations were really low helps as well with how much I like it. Because no offense, but my expectations could not have been lower. I was like, oh
Yeah.
no, Ragga twins
Yeah.
on Monstercat.
Well,
Stuff like this is gonna be bad.
Where did you know Ragga twins from?
I've heard them around, just in other
Yeah.
EDM songs. Can't
Same.
think of anywhere specifically. I've
never-
heard them around.
I never liked Ragga Twins at all. I just didn't like them because I had no idea what they were saying whatsoever. They
Yeah.
fit really well in this song, though. I like
Yeah,
them a lot
they
now.
do. Yeah, like I didn't know Dirtyphonics at all. I didn't know Ragga twins, but I knew Bassnecter because back when I was 12 and exclusively listened to shitty dubstep, they were some of the artists I followed, and they're pretty good. Not bad, but yeah. How do you
I
feel
only
about
heard
that?
of Dirtyphonics because Anonymous. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah. So Pete, you got anything else to say about this?
Nah, I've got nothing bad to say about it, to be honest.
Yeah,
I love it.
it's great.
It's probably like my
Gally?
second or third favorite song of the album. I'd say it's probably number 3 behind Neos and Escape so far. This is probably number 3, I'd say.
And
And
Escape.
that's saying a lot.
Mm.
Because I like those
Dang.
2 other songs fucking a lot. Until recently, they were the only 2 songs on the album that I actually liked, but this week has finally come to change.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gally,
Thank
um,
God for that.
What's we've already got a bit of a taste, but tell us what is it that makes a song great? What are the good bits, all that good stuff?
I mean, I just really like heavy stuff overall. Like, I
Yeah.
can like generic stuff if it's actually, like, good to me.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's me because I like a lot of Spaghetti and Dodge and Fusky and stuff like that. But,
Dodge and Fusky can be really good.
yeah, Big Red and Martian is, like, one of their best songs. But,
Emphasis on can be.
Can
Not
be, yeah.
always.
most of the All Killer No Filler EP is bad.
Yeah.
Comeback
really,
is,
my
like,
favorite Dodge and Fusky
great.
song is Destination Terror. That song's fucking awesome. But
Never heard it.
Yeah. it's DMB. No surprises
Oh,
there.
wow.
Yeah, but
But I like this song quite a bit. I don't know what
Yeah.
really makes it good to me. It's just like I love how the vocals like right before the drop just get so insane and it just fits so well. I like
You
it a
can't
lot.
understand a word of it, though. You
Yeah.
cannot
I hear
understand
something-
what
I-
they're saying.
I hear "Run Boy" somewhere, and that's about it.
Oh, I'm sure
Yeah.
Boy is in there somewhere. God,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The only song that's with them in it that I can sort of understand is Nuclear by Zomboy because most of it is just come on, let me see your hands in the air.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Zomboy, he's an interesting one.
Spotify really
I thought he was-
wants me to
I think
like
he's
him,
good.
and I'm like, sorry, but I just don't.
Yeah. He's mostly pretty shitty. He's got a couple cool. But is that it for the songs this week?
Pretty
the-
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, a very, very good week. One of the best weeks in a while. You're lucky you came on this one, Gally, because every track, at least to me, has been pretty amazing. So
Yeah.
This
I mean,
next week isn't
compared to
looking
all
that
the
good.
oth- Wow.
2 hardcore tracks, man. I mean, the hype for Nanobi and fucking Darren Styles is off the charts right now. Can't wait.
Mhm.
Well, actually, you know what? It's gonna be fun to do a podcast because I can just be angry for half an hour. It'll be good.
Yes. I'm actually excited for Nina B. I like Nina B.
Mm. Mm. Well, everyone knows how I feel about him. News! Peter, how you doing the news? Have you got the news?
I have the news.
The news. Tell us what has happened this week in Monstercat in the
No, you
news
have the
sort of
news.
zone.
Oh, dude,
Mhm.
new Nanobi song Bubble Beam out April 5th on Monstercat.
Yeah, I saw the album art for that one. That really gave me so much more hope. Nano be blowing friggin' heart-shaped bubbles. That sounds like something I'd really be able to get behind. Fuck me.
Alright, well, there's really nothing to say about that. It's more Nanobi, and I'll probably feel guilty that I probably will like it. But,
Yeah.
what else we got? Spectrum by Money
No shame that I'll like
is
it.
coming out April 4th, which is tomorrow at the
Hype.
time of
Hype, hype, hype,
recording,
hype.
which will hopefully
I
make
think
this-
it's pre-order.
Yeah, it will be. It will be pre-order track. And that means, unfortunately, Spectrum won't be on the album. It'll be another Muzzy song from the album, but from that EP. But I'm interested to see.
It'll
what
probably
it
be
will
Breakaway.
Yeah, probably. This isn't exactly on Monstercat, but it's relating to an artist that's been on Monstercat. There's a new Casbo song coming out on Bitbird
Ooh.
on Tuesday.
Oh, Bitbird is so good.
I listened
Loved
to
it.
I listened to the Facebook thing of this song. There was like a little preview. The vocals were shit, but it didn't actually play the drop. So so that's alright. Monstercat Fire on Ice got cancelled, which is
Because it was an
April
never
Fool's
even
thing.
I never even figured out what that was.
I'm pretty sure it was an April
Me
Fool's.
neither.
No, was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it is
But I'm not
interesting
certain.
that they changed that a few. Yeah, makes sense. Actually, I'm not sure though. I'm not 100% sure, but
Yeah, me either.
There's Resonate's just releasing a free track this week. Not on any label or anything. I don't believe. He's just like, hey, here, have a song.
maybe
Sorry,
Monstercat
later
I
this
want
month,
him to go back
sorry.
to melodic dubstep so bad.
I want him to go
Well-
back to fucking... If Resonate had stayed how he was, like late 2013, early 2014, he would be one of my favorite artists. Like, after listening to all
yeah.
the songs on, like, the
He
Prelude
is
EP
one of my favorite
and
artists.
Lonely, they are all incredible
Lonely is
and give me
one of
feelings.
fucking
All
best.
of those songs just give me feelings that no other artist has managed to do.
Yeah.
And I'm just so sad that he's just left that.
Yeah, Lonely and Ash and the Phoenix and all those melodic dubstep songs. I know
Yes, the
Phoenix
Phoenix. Oh my god.
so good. So good. But Lonely's his best track by far. But I'm gonna assume
I never
that
listened to Lonely actually.
well, fuck you. That's melodic dubstep. It's chill. It's the best. Yeah. It's got Bijou, so obviously I'm gonna love it because Bijou's the best vocalist
Oh,
I've ever
yeah.
heard. And that wasn't even a joke. But what
Wow.
was I saying? I
know someone
wouldn't
that
be
their favorite
surprised.
vocalist is Koo.
That's fair enough, actually. But I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to submit the song from Monstercat. It was on a fucking bullshit R&B song, and then Monstercat was like, no, we've got enough hate already. And so he just has to
Yeah.
self-release it. So yeah, it's probably going to be another R&B piece of
Pretty
fucking
sure.
trash. Piece of fucking human garbage.
And
He was-
the
he was
last
so
piece of
good.
news,
He was so-
Resonate will come up a little bit later, by the way. The last piece of news, though, is that the Grabbit's Things Change album will be coming out May 16th, and it's 12 tracks.
Ooh.
Hype! Non-electronic, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
Except for Follow Me, which is definitely electronic.
Oh, Follow Me is so good.
So
But Follow Me wasn't on. But Follow Me was on Monstercat, and that album
Mhm.
is not on Monstercat.
Yes.
Follow Me won't be
Weird.
on it.
Yes, it is.
You sure?
Yeah, the track. Yes, it was like a Google. It was like Google Play Store pre-order, and it had the list of the tracks.
Can you have a song that's on a label on an album that isn't on the label?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Never seen that done before, but let's see, right? It'll be cool.
But that's all for the.
What if
news.
Monstercat takes down the video for it?
Is that all the news?
Yeah, that's all the news.
All the news.
Wow.
I mean,
Alright,
considering this week was April Fools, there was a lot of. Sorry, the Grabbits LP's May 19th, not 16th. But But considering all the April Fool's stuff, it was hard to sift through and figure out what was actually news and what wasn't.
Yeah.
But yes,
Oh yeah, and another
yes,
piece of news.
here's
Tomorrow with Darren Styles. Woohoo!
Here's the I wish Darren Styles was an April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
It'd make me happier.
It was actually previewed on the podcast, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded fucking great.
There's the link to the pre-order for Things Change album and proof that Follow Me is on there.
I am not even lying. The vocals to Us Against the World are actually pretty good.
To what?
Us Against the World, the new Darren Styles song.
No, they're awful. They're actually awful. That makes the song even worse than it already fucking would be. But that song's next week, so let's not talk about that now.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
well, that brings us to the Monstercat track of the week, doesn't it? Which, if you've listened last week, you'll notice had a little bit of a restructure. The way we're doing it now is that we actually pick a random album and then we choose our favorite song from that album, and then we talk about that song next week, right? And so last week, what happened is we found that the album we're going to be talking about this week was album 6, which is called Embrace, right? Album 6, yes, Embrace.
Yes.
And so all of us are going to pick a track from album 6 that we think might deserve to be talked about for whatever reason. It could be any reason. It could be because of how terrible it is, because of how great it is, because it doesn't get enough recognition, this, that, or the other. How about
I call last place.
you call last place? All right, well, I'll go first place then. Album 6 is a fucking great album. Oh my lord, there's a bunch of amazing tracks on it. Like, I could so easily...
Bunch of classic artists join on 6.
Yeah, I know, right? I could easily have chosen, to talk about
Televisor,
Undercat or...
Child.
No, Televisor's fuckhead.
Rogue.
Yeah, but no, I could talk about Undercat, Bring It Back, Kill the Silence, Bang, Birthday Cake, Gun Points,
Moab.
even pretty good. Moab's terrible. The Alchemist's Nightmare, Better Than Expected, Mysterious Stranger, they're all so good. But the song I want to talk about this week is a song that I feel, though it isn't the best song on the album, by far it isn't the best song on the album. It's a song that I think should get a little bit more recognition, because I haven't heard many people talk about it, but it's a song it's a very, mellow, slow-paced song, but I really like it. It's Trance Chords by Fixer. And this was pretty much... Yeah, get fucked. This is pretty much my introduction to trance as a song, and as a genre, and so I guess this is sort of what This is a pretty good song to be introduced to trance.
This introduced trance to the song. It's the only trance song ever made.
Yeah, well, it's a good one to be introduced to, because it has a lot of the sort of, like the generic sounds and stuff that trance song has. Yeah, but it's not shit. It's not like Mitchell Claxton. It's not fucking 12 minutes long. But no, Trance Chords, it's just, it's one of those songs you want to listen to, you want to lie down and close your eyes. It's just really, really nice and relaxing. At times it can seem a little, cheesy techno, but most of the time, to me, it's just this really nice, relaxing song. And it even has a pretty good beat for a trance song, which is rare to come by. And it's got nice, backing melodies, all that good stuff. It's just a very nice track, and I would recommend it to anyone who likes trance, and even people who don't really like trance. Pete, what is your Non-Monstercat track from album 6?
You already know what it is, but
I know what it is.
For the suspension of disbelief for the viewers, I did say only minutes ago that we were going to be talking about Resonate Again. So here we are. Yeah, nice fake surprise there, Mika. Oh
no, I understand now what you're talking about. So, Resonate Again.
But yes, the song that I want to bring up is definitely one that I don't hear people talk about ever, and that's a real shame, which is Lights, featuring I don't even want to try and pronounce
Chaos 6.
Which, once again, I don't understand how that's a feature. It's like how High Maintenance is a feature in the Phantom. It's like, if it's clearly production, it's like actually featuring in a production standpoint, but in that case, how? It's not, at least with vocalists, when it's featuring a vocalist, it's clear where their input is, the vocals, but when it's like the feature is someone that isn't actually a producer, what isn't that just a collab? I don't quite understand, but that's entirely beside the point. Lights is electro. That's a good start. That's always a good fucking start. And
isn't it complex?
It's but yes, it's an electro song, and it's just, I just like the whole vibe to it is one of the things that makes it special. It's nothing to do with the sounds or like the complexity, because honestly it's not really, as far as things along the lines of Complextro go, it's not that complex. It's just, if you want to hear the vibe, like where the vibe starts, right from the start of the song, the melody, the little really soft and light melody at the start, and it's really progressive in that sense. The whole song doesn't feel like that, but it really naturally, as more gets added and as more changes, it feels like a natural progression. It doesn't just feel like, let's go from really mellow and, it's a song that, once again, could have home syndrome, which is something that I've invented, based off the Nitro Fun song that came out recently that we talked about and said was shit. Is, when a song just can't find its own identity. It's like, I want to be this emotion, I want to be this, I want to be happy, I want to be sad, I want to be this. And it just jumps, I would say seamlessly, but it fails to do that from one to the other in the case of songs like Home. And you need to, I feel like you either need to do a really good job of finding the midway point, or slowly transitioning from one to the other. And I feel like that's what this song does, because the drops definitely don't sound like the intro, but the drops still feel emotional, but it feels like it naturally progresses from one to the other. Instead of just going, mellow start, bang, drop, let's go. It actually slowly progresses and does. It takes like a minute and a half to do that as well. It actually takes its time, so...
Well, it's funny you should say that, because my only issue with this song is that I actually find it progresses very badly.
Really?
I love this song, right? And I love the intro. I love all the chill segments. I just think this song would have been way better if it was just a chill song, because all of the non-drop segments I love. Like, the intro is amazing, but then I find that the way that the intro makes me feel and the way that the drop, which is sort of just like standard electro, it's not like great, it's just sort of okay. It doesn't have anything of what made the intro special, and while it does sort of transition smoothly between the two, I just really don't like the drop parts of this song, which is a pity because everything else is fucking amazing.
Well,
but
the difference for me is that I fucking love the drops, and to me, I do still get an emotional vibe from them, which you clearly don't.
Yeah,
which is the
sort of
difference between us.
Yeah. Still a great song though.
It's an awesome song that I really don't hear anyone talk about. And Resonate as an artist that definitely goes through phases. You can tell he started off electro before he went through to melodic dubstep, and then what he was doing on like early 2013 or early 2014, late 2013, and then he's what he is now. Let's not. Though I will say,
but the Rebirth
I listened
EP
to it recently. X-Ray's not that bad. Like, the
it's not that
vocals
bad,
are
no.
shit, but the actual instrumentals are really good. Highlight, however, is still just as bad.
Fucking
Highlight
awful.
has not gotten any better than it was when it came out.
No, it's gotten worse.
Oh,
Because I've actually tried to properly listen to it recently.
yeah, but that's Lights. That's back when Resonate was good. So if you haven't heard it before, please go and give it a listen. So that's me done.
Okay. Well, I think what I've chosen for mine... Oh, God, I'm still trying to choose this. Such a good album, for sure.
Definitely.
I guess I'm going to go with Overcome, parentheses, This Time by Hot Date and Chris On. Because, I don't know. Why do you not like... Okay, never mind.
Because how Stanford is me is fucking terrible. But no, you carry on. Go on.
I like this song because, I don't know, for a 6-minute song, it's not that surprising, but it actually changes up quite a bit. And the vocals are pretty good. Just a very solid D&B / dubstep song, I guess, because there's like that dubstep midsection or whatever.
Dubstep midsection is really good.
Yeah. Very good song overall.
I hate to instantly contradict what you're saying, but my issue with this song is that such a little fucking happens. It's so repetitive. Oh my god, it's just like dance floor DMV being repetitive in the drops. But I don't know, it's not bad. But like Hot Date, and it's like one of the only artists on the label that like actively does dance floor DMV. So I don't know, but I can see the appeal to it. I just don't like it very much. But the dubstep, it's really fucking cool. But yeah, not bad. Yeah, sorry to just instantly be like, no, bad song.
Alright, before we move on, and
Very
find the
bad
next
song.
album, since no one talked about it, I need to give an honorable mention to. I
Mm.
can't go without giving an honorable mention to Undercat. Like,
Yeah.
probably my favorite Tristan song
Definitely.
of all time. It's,
Whoa.
That and Devotion.
Which, considering I don't like pretty much any of his other dubstep stuff, I like Too Late. No, not Too Late. Too Simple. I like Too Simple a lot. That's a really good one. And Follow Me is alright, but everything else is like, nah, I don't like this. I do not want to listen to this. Mika likes it for some reason, but that's a.
I kind of like it's okay.
That's a mystery.
Party for the Living.
No, I'm not a big fan of that one.
Well,
But,
they all sound the same. That's the decision.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
that makes Undercat different is that instead of being
Oh,
instead of
Hawkwood
being
Street.
screechy,
Bassy.
it's bassy and deep, and it's the same kind of sounds, just taken so many more notches down in pitch, and that is a great thing. That is such an awesome thing. I can barely explain what makes this song awesome. It feels so much more complex to me in the drop than most dubstep songs do, and I can't figure out why. I cannot.
Well,
figure
it's
out
so
why.
much faster. Like the main melody is so much faster than most other songs, and it's constantly changing and like going all over the shop. I know a lot of people don't like the rap, but I find the rap in the song fucking awesome.
So,
Yeah, and I mean
I-
this album's just like full of songs that would be worth mentioning. You know, fucking This Is It, Mysterious Stranger, Better Than Expected, The Alchemist Nightmare, Explode, fucking Gunpoint VIP, which I like. Birthday Cake, Bang, Bring It Back, Kill the Science.
Thundergun.
Thundergun sort of shit. What is it? It's got a really cool intro and stuff.
Talent Goes By isn't too good.
Nah, it's pretty.
No.
It's a pretty.
But it's alright.
The song's a bit of a wet.
I always forget that Tristan has two songs in this album. One being
Yeah, same.
his best song, and the other being a perfect example of why I don't like his other dubstep songs.
Well, this
So
is
United is not very
this is
good.
more melodic dubstep and a screechy dubstep.
United is trash.
United is
Yeah, United shit.
So you know,
Yeah.
I like how the song opens or the album opens and closes with Shitty House. That's like
Yep.
great on such a great album. Could you not do that, please?
Yeah. It's probably one of the. I don't know. Maybe this is the best of the first 10 albums.
Could be.
It's probably-
I'd probably, for my money, I'd probably say 8. In my opinion, is probably my favorite because it's got two of my favorite Pegboard Nerds songs. It's got Too Simple. It's got what's that one called? It's got Free My World by Direct, which is also one. It's got People Say.
Yes.
I'd say for my money, I'd put it on 8 of the. But anyway, we got to figure out what the
I
next.
actually kind of want to say 8 too.
Yeah.
We got to figure out what the next album is now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
the,
already on
RNG.
random.org. So we'll figure out what the album for next week will be. 14.
If it's 025.
Album 14.
Oh no!
What?
Rip. I love that album so much.
14 is awesome. I thought you were
Rip
trying
me.
to say it
I'm not
wasn't
gonna get
good.
to talk about it.
Yeah. Leave a
That
comment.
sounds
You
great.
should leave a comment next week, though. You should.
I will.
You
I
should
will.
Tell us next week.
I mean, any album that has a 7 Minutes Dead song on it.
Oh yeah. Matthew's gonna love it.
I already know what song I'm going to talk about. Oh my god. I just laid my eyes upon it. I'm not going to say it now, but I just laid my eyes upon it. I'm like, well, there we go. I've already figured out what I'm going to talk about.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, that brings us to the final segment of the show, the Non-Monstercat track of the week. This is a segment where we all suggest a
boy.
track for you to go listen to, Non-Monstercat, and then if you like it, you let us know. You can comment down below. It's good and all that, and then you suggest a track. I'll listen to it, or whoever's reading will listen to it, and then we'll let you know how we feel about
I
it.
suggest
If it's
like
good,
10 tracks in the comments.
yeah, and I'll listen to them all.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, of course.
How'd you like She's a Remit?
Which one?
She's a Remit by Infected Mushroom, that one that I showed you, I think.
When was that?
It was like a few weeks back. I think it was like episode late 10, early 20.
Oh, maybe I didn't see that one, but I actively
whatever.
try to do all the comments
It's cool.
anyway. Anyway,
except for that 2 weeks where you didn't comment, you didn't reply to anything, and then just like a couple days ago, you just started mass replying to everything. I cannot tell you how many phone notifications I got for the ones that I commented on. Especially when you do the fucking thing where you leave more than one response on a comment. You do everything you need to do first, then you leave one response. You don't leave more than one.
Well, I'll post the comment, and then afterwards I'll be like, oh shit, I should say this too. And then after that, I'll be like, oh shit, I should say this too. Yeah,
it's called editing a comment.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Edit your comment, because if it's that quick after you've made it, then they probably won't have seen it yet.
Yeah.
True. Correct. Yeah, but Non-Monstercat track of the week. You guys all know what it is. You leave the song down, and I'll listen to it if it's good enough. I'll talk about it on the show. We're gonna start off with me. My Non-Monstercat track of the week. I should have thought of one. Okay, we're gonna start with Pete.
Alright, here is something that I never thought I would do, but here I am doing it. Recommending us a Skrillex track. A very good Skrillex track. Alright, so the backstory behind this is your boy Landon Remixes uploaded a review of the Recess album.
Did Recess.
Skrillex, which is from like 2014, so it's not his like 2011 dubstep days, which is good because a lot of that's not very good.
I haven't meaning to listen to that.
I listened to most of Recess. I didn't like a majority of it for the most part, to be honest, especially the ones that were like gross bro step. But there is this one song that sounds nothing like the rest and is so weird and is so minimal, and I just love it so much. It's called Fuck That. It's very, very profound and good
subtle title.
I know. It's a very good title.
Quality.
But it's the first like 30 seconds or so before the drop are just a vocal chop called fuck that, fuck, which I should hate, but it's got this really creepy backing. Like, it's got a really fucked up and creepy backing that's kind of like... It's so good. And then the drop happens, and it's like minimalistic breaks, and fuck, it's an awesome song. And I never thought I'd be recommending Skrillex, but here we go. Please listen to that song. It's awesome.
Alright, well, I figured out what I'm gonna suggest, because I probably should have thought of that before I said that. But so recently, I've been listening to a fuck ton of Deadmau5, and he's amazing, and I love him so much. And I'm writing a little thing about Deadmau5, which you might see on the channel in a couple of days. But something that I've been having a very, very interesting look at, because this is a song that is just really amazing, and pretty much one of the best examples of everything that can be right with this, your Deadmau5 slow-paced, very long, 7-minute long song in which very little happens. Basically one of the best Deadmau5 songs is in that style. It's called Imaginary Friends from one of his recent albums, W Drive 2016 album. And the reason I love this song so much is it's a weird thing, it's a small thing, and it shouldn't make the song so great, but at exactly, pretty sure it's exactly 3 minutes, like, the drop has been, like, doing the exact same thing for a minute, and, like, nothing's changed, and it's building up all this pressure of when something's gonna change, when something's gonna change, and then it fucking, this little thing comes in, and, it's so good. Just please listen to please listen to the song. It's amazing. Check it out if you like the slow-paced Deadmau5 type stuff, because it's some of the best. And it's industrial house, too, which is pretty sick. So, yeah, that's a good one.
Right.
Yeah?
Alright. Mine. An artist that I've been listening to a ton recently, and some people hate me for liking, Infected Mushroom. They have an album that released this year. One song on it, the intro song, Flamingo. It's like the second longest song on that album, because there's a freaking 11-minute song, Jesus Christ. But this one's about like almost 9 minutes, but it changes up a ton. Like at first it's like some really weird like minimal house sort of stuff, and then it turns into something that sounds like rock, and then it turns into something that sounds like sort of like chill dubstep or something like that. And it's just such a good song, a really good changing up song. Just
this is cool.
Overall real good.
Yeah, this is really cool. I'm gonna have to check this album out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
really
cool.
It's even got
awesome
it's
album,
even got an album mix in it. I like that. I always like when albums string together kind of one thing, so if they do something
Yeah,
like
the
that,
thing is
hell
with the
yeah.
mixed for that album is that it's not in the actual order of the album.
That's not the end of the
That's
world.
that's not well because it's mixed in a way where I'm sure it would go
Yeah.
together well. So it's
Yeah.
really, yeah. That sounds really awesome. Listeners, go check that shit out. That's awesome. But I think that might bring us to the end of this video. Thank you, both of you, for being on, especially you, Gelly, because I know it was quite a couple issues that we had to go through to get this all working. But now we got it. It's all working. It's all great. Thank you guys for coming on. It's been great. Thank you everyone that's listened up until this point. It's been good. You know, tell us how you feel about all the tracks down below. Tell us how you feel about the tracks we suggested as well as the tracks we talked about, you know, just over the entire day. All that good stuff. I try to reply to all the comments. Sometimes I'm lazy, but I get most of them. And so yeah, we will see you when we'll see you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming on. Bye-bye.